Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading. I had various readings planned for today and I was going to have fun with my much loved Halloween tarot deck again today, but out came the Variety magazine interview with Meghan Markle. It's the headline news in the Daily Mail, and of course the world revolves around the Daily Mail and the Markle headlines, the Harkle headlines, and what else matters. I'm being sarcastic, but it has got a bit that way. The rest of the news is so awful, whether it's my country or your country or neither of our countries, but far, far away. Where Putin is, that one doesn't really want to look at that, and would rather look and see what Meghan is saying in Variety magazine. And she says that she is proud of her relationship with the late Queen. She had a nice warmth with her, whatever that means. We're going to find out. And she says, I feel deep gratitude to have been able to spend time with her and get to know her. Of course, claiming to now be in mourning. Sickening, in my opinion. Let's remind you, this is a tarot reading. For entertainment purposes, it is all just my opinion. There is a disclaimer in the box below. Please read it. Form your own opinions. Of course, the late Queen is not able to express her own opinions of Meghan Markle. We do know that recollections may vary. So even though Meghan now claims that she's proud of her relationship, they had a nice warmth, and she feels deep gratitude to being able to spend time with her and get to know her and merch off the back of this and make money out of Netflix, Spotify, and whatever else. The Queen, of course, can't say anything in her own defense. So that is why we have the After Tarot on the tarot table today. And the After Tarot is going to tell us, hopefully, what really went on between the two women. How cozy was this relationship? How warm was this relationship? I'm going to do a relationship spread. I've done a few on this channel. It's not something I normally do. It's something I normally save for personal readings. I don't do personal readings paid for personal readings, but personal readings in my own little world, for people in my own little world. To see what's going on, we'll do a past and present and future, well, ending in their case, because the relationship is over, except that Meghan can now say what she likes to reporters and journalists, and as I say, the Queen cannot come out and say the opposite. So that is the reading for today, a relationship spread using the After Tarot. The Queen of Swords came out there, you might have seen it, and that is of course the late Queen Elizabeth, who was very patient with Meghan, but did send her on her way to California. And really, that was quite a decisive moment in their relationship, which is now being rewritten for the sake of the American audience. I don't think it's for the sake of the British audience. Rather nauseating video that went with this, and a terrible photo shoot. Really, as I say, not a day goes by without Meghan popping up somewhere, promoting herself and what a humanitarian is and how sweet she is and how lovely. Sickening. I'm rather tired of it myself, and I'm sure you are tired of it too. So, relationship spread coming up. Whoops, as I knock the camera. And been a long day, been singing Christmas carols this afternoon in baking heat, been singing jingle bells, dashing through the snow, dashing through the heat wave, a little bit hoarse, a little bit tired, but always got time for these readings because they do entertain me, and hopefully they entertain you too. There it is, past. How the relationship developed, we won't say present because it's past present now, and how the relationship ended. Meghan on that side, Meghan, the Queen, that's how it's going to go. I'll explain as I go along, and a very interesting card has come out as the underlying energy of this reading, the Tower. Yeah, I don't think it was quite such a cozy relationship after all. That for both of them, possibly it was a Tower moment, but I think more for Meghan that her world came toppling down. She did try to topple the royals. She did attempt in her desire for revenge, according to Tom Bauer. I'm simply quoting Tom Bauer now. She did try to bring that tower down, but I think she brought her own tower down. A very interesting card. We're not mucking around in this reading, and whatever Meghan tells Variety magazine, this was quite a brutal encounter, quite a damaging encounter. Damaging for both of them. Let's not mistake about that. Damaging, and I've been told, ooh, okay, we have a little story that has come, oh my word, okay. The story that has come out, and that I could actually just use as the reading, is that those are the cards that are at the bottom of this deck. I hope you can see them. We have the Tower, followed by the Death card, followed by the Devil in reverse, and followed by the Ace of Cups in reverse. Very, very, very catastrophic encounter that led to an ending. Very toxic relationship, a very broken heart, a withdrawal of that cup of love, and a going away. This was a calamitous encounter. Whatever these cards under here want to tell me, this is the story of a disastrous encounter that led to an ending, led to a going away, a breaking, a severing, a parting of company because of this toxic relationship. Broke a heart. Ace of Cups in reverse is a heartache. It broke hearts. That this devil that came along, and in order to get rid of this devil and leave the devil behind, a heart was broken. Send you away, go away, but heart broken. So, okay, that's quite a horrifying energy to come out at the bottom of this tarot deck. We'll put those cards away because we weren't really here to look at the bottom of the tarot deck. We're here to look at the cards that I have laid out in the spread that I intended to read. So let's see if these cards confirm that energy that has come out, or give some kind of a story to the situation. So Meghan, the beginning of the relationship, and we get the Ten of Wands. She didn't expect how difficult it was. She didn't foresee that. Ten of Wands is, I can't deal with this. I can't cope. I can't curtsy. I can't learn the words to God Save the Queen. I can't get the tiara I want. I'm not allowed into the vault where all the jewels are without Angela Kelly's permission. I can't wear tights because I don't know how to, and my legs are too skinny. And hats, and all the rest of it. This was not good. This was not good for her. She gave up. She quit. She was barely there and she quit. Ten of Wands is a quitting energy. You can see he sat down, he's dropped those wands. We're in the after tarot. In the normal, regular Rider-Waite tarot, the person is still shuffling along, clutching their burdens, struggling along by themselves in the howling gale. But when the after tarot kicks in, given up, can't do it, ran away. How did the Queen feel about this, the late Queen, feel about the relationship? Okay, up comes the drawbridge. Sharks in the moat, and keep her out, keep her away. We need to protect ourselves. We need to draw a firm line in the sand. We need boundaries. We need to send her away. Both wands, both damaged, both pretty traumatized. And our little story that came out with the Tower and the Death and the Devil, what horrible cards to come out, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Yes, this was a karmic and devastating encounter for both of them. Meghan was the one that quit. She was the one that couldn't deal with it and ran away. And the Queen was the one that said, bring up the drawbridge, start boiling that oil. We're going to have to pour it through whatever that thing is called. I can't remember. I'm going back to when I was about 6 or 7, maybe a little bit older. And they taught us about boiling people alive and stuff. Can't believe it. Nowadays, they would never do such a thing. But certainly in my day, they did horrify us with tales of, medieval times. But there they are. the royal family looking at each other like, oh my word, what just happened to us? Damaged, traumatized, but standing firm. Standing firm. So how did the relationship develop? This is Meghan up here. The King of Pentacles did not go the way she thought it was going to go, because we've got the King of Pentacles, which is the Harry card, but he's in reverse. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is the big ka-ching card, going to merch my little self silly as a member of the royal family, but it's in the reverse. So Prince Harry turned out to be a dud, my opinion, and the merching opportunities did not manifest. She was blocked. Her path was blocked with that Ace of Pentacles. No, you can't merch the royal family. You can't make money out of being a member of the royal family. I can't believe I'm not being paid for this, she said. Well, no, you can't be paid for this. It's not how it works. She didn't get it. She didn't understand it. She only learnt it too late, what it meant being a member of the royal family. Harry, as I say, turned out to be a dud, bad husband, bad provider, in my opinion. Reading the cards for entertainment purposes, but there it is, the King of Pentacles, the earth sign man that she married, thinking ka-ching, and no, did not turn out that way at all. Huge, massive disappointment for her, both in terms of him as a human being, what he was capable of, as he was unstable, he was erratic, he didn't know how to earn a living when it came to the time when he had to earn a living, didn't know how to do that. So it was disaster for her, a huge financial shock. Tower, Death's card, Devil, Ace of Cups in reverse. Let's just remember those cards because they do seem to be informing the story rather well. So we'll put them over there. The Queen. How did the relationship develop? How did the Queen feel as it went on? And yeah, we get the Fool in reverse and the Five of Swords. The Fool in reverse is, nah, this is done. Not going to have this happen in my life again. I'm not going to let this happen again. She's been there before with Wallace, and not going to happen again. Not going to go down this road again. Not at all. Not going to be made a fool of again. The royal family's not going to be damaged. There's no risk going to be involved with this crazy person who just wants to fight. And it's all fighting. The Five of Swords is conflict, 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 conflict. Hollow victory. Whoever wins this fight in the Five of Swords wins an empty victory. Nothing to show for it. She's just exhausted by this fighting. Does not want... sees Harry and Meghan as fools also. Sees them as reckless, sees them as crazy, out of control. She's not. That's not her energy. It's how she perceives the situation. She perceives them as being fools, as being reckless, as burning their bridges, the Fool in reverse, making erratic decisions that there's no chance to recover from. So there's two things going on here. The first is that she views Harry and Meghan as fools. Meghan, we're talking about Meghan. Meghan is just aggressive, combative. Everything she touches turns to drama. She fights about everything, whether it's the food or the smell of the chapel, that she wants air fresheners, or the dress, or Charlotte's dress, or tights for the little girls, or whatever the hell it is. Fight, 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 fight. She's just incredibly aggressive, but she's a stupid fool. The Queen saw it. So that's the one thing. But the Queen also decided very early on in this relationship she was not going to go down this road again that she went down. Well, not she personally, but the royal family went down with Wallace. No, not going to happen. Not going to happen. You go and you go away. I've got that voice again, not my normal voice. In between them, the energy in between them. That's the Six of Wands, just to show you, but it's in reverse. And it is the Harry energy that's in between them. I should be king. I'm so glorious, I'm so magnificent. It's also Meghan's energy of I should be the leader, I'm the one everybody loves and adores, and I'm the ideas person and whatever. But turned out to be a disaster. The Six of Wands in reverse. the desire for glory, for fame, for acknowledgement, acclaim, applause, didn't work out the way. A failure of this ego and this desire for attention and drama and to be in charge. She caused enormous amounts of trouble with this Five of Swords for the Queen, and the Queen saw it, all the conflict that she created with her stupidity and her recklessness and her desire to reshape the monarchy, the fool. Let's refresh the monarchy and modernize it and all the rest of it. A whole lot in that card. But in between them was this very egotistical energy in that King of Wands that fell flat on its face with the Six of Wands in reverse. Failure. And a very public failure. Very public. For Meghan. The Queen didn't fail. We know that because we saw how the world basically ground to a halt last month for about 10 days. Queen didn't fail. Meghan failed. And how did it end? Meghan is saying, I feel deep gratitude to have been able to spend time with her and get to know her. That she left off that Vogue magazine cover a few years ago, but now scrambling to associate with. How did it end? From Meghan. Meghan's trying to merge the Queen. And the Queen was kind of a poisoned chalice. This open-ended ending. Meghan, Eight of Pentacles. I can work this. I can grift. I can make money out of it. I can print money out of this. I'm going to make it work for me. This relationship. Variety magazine interview. Catching. Here I come. I'm going to reimagine it. I'm going to rework it. I'm going to make money out of it. The Queen was left in a state of ambivalence about this relationship with the Seven of Cups. But it's the after tarot. It's the after tarot. So it has kind of resolved because the choice was made. And the choice was made by this person who tried to steal the jewels, as we can see, but has a serpent tied around their waist. How interesting that the Queen saw it. And there is talk, I did a reading on it recently, that Meghan apparently kept jewelry that belonged to the royal family that she was loaned, and she just kind of forgot to give back, like she forgot to give those shoes back in Canada a long time ago. Kept the jewels, but has a serpent tied around her waist. So the Queen is a card of delusion. It's a card of potential when it's in its normal energy. But we've moved forward. We've moved forward with the after tarot. We've resolved it. And we've resolved it so the Queen saw what she was up to, what she took, what she was after, and how it would end, because the serpent is around her waist, and that serpent is a deadly serpent. I don't think I need to say anything more than that about that card. What she picked, yeah, could have some rather dire consequences for her, let's just say. But she's pretty smug right now. She's making money out of it. She's happy. She can say what she likes now, and people will print it for her while she can afford to pay them to print it for her. And yeah, she thinks she's doing very, very well. But maybe not. Maybe not. That is your reading for today. It's the only reading for today, and I'm sorry that the readings yesterday got uploaded in the wrong order. Not my fault. YouTube took its own sweet time with one of them, so they arrived in the wrong order. But anyway, that's just a bit of housekeeping. We'll soldier on, and thank you for watching, and I will hopefully see you again tomorrow.